But I have really completely and utterly just lost patience with so many people. I hate this. Nothing will tell me that you're an idiot. If you want to tell me you're an idiot, tell me this. I'm going to see it before I make any judgments. My mind remains open. I need to see it before I judge it. Then come over here. I'd like to remove your nipples with a lemon juice covered scalpel, and don't you dare say no, because you don't know you'll like it unless you've experienced it. That whole what really ticks me off about that whole I need to see it first is that there's this like ridiculous piousness to it, like this false sanctimonious air of I reserve my judgment until I see it. No, you're an idiot. You're a simp, and you can't say no to anything, so you hide behind this little philosophy that pretends that you're open-minded or that you're really giving things a fair shake or whatever. You're just a consumer, and you can't stop. You've got an addiction, and that's what you can't stop. Boils my blood when I hear that kind of nonsense. So the fact that people are even remotely giving this with my adventures with Superman, even giving it a chance is absurd to me. Like, what is your damage that you need to go give that show a chance? Do you truly not know anything about it? This comes from the same woman that gave us Lumberjanes, the comic, and did that abomination of a Netflix She-Ra series. That you cannot tell me that Netflix She-Ra series wasn't agenda-ridden from top to bottom. 100% is let's take a beautiful, attractive, female-designed character and let's make her look like a teenage 10-year-old boy. Let's remove everything because we're trying to change the idea of cultural feminine and cultural masculine. Let's make everybody sort of androgynous. Let's bring it, we got to do our multicultural stuff because diversity. That show is a 100% agenda-ridden overhaul of a classic piece of fiction, a classic symbolic, a heavy symbol fiction. She-Ra is the heroine, is a meaning loaded, a cartoon. And she did that, and people just gave it a pass left and right. And somehow she gets a hold of Superman. And you're sitting there thinking that's not somehow she's not. I don't know if she's going to put agenda in this one, guys, yet. I have to give it a chance. Please just go click on another channel. I can't even talk to somebody like you anymore. I mean, grow a brain, for crying out loud. This is, and people say, well, I watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't see anything wrong. If there was no agenda, and let's say the first half of the season or whatever, rest assured, she's just biding her time. This is the way the woke work. They want to hook you first. And they've showed their hand in the culture, in the greater culture. The woke progressives have showed their hand, and a lot of people have said no. That doesn't make woke go away. That just makes woke kind of hide itself a little bit. Hydra's got to go pretend it's part of S.H.I.E.L.D. again and just sort of, quietly, until they can, be bolder again. That's all that's happening there. If you actually think My Adventure with Superman might be good, yeah, this isn't the channel for you. And please don't ever talk to me if you see me in person, because you're nobody I want to associate with. I'm not saying I hate you. Hey, God love you. Good for you. I'll pray for you. You need it. But I don't want to. I'm just tired of pretending that I should respect opinions like that. So many people on YouTube, because they're only on YouTube to get money, they will just, I keep an open mind, and hey, I'll welcome my viewers, no matter what opinions they have. Yeah, because you want the ad revenue. If you had any integrity, if you really felt strongly about the things you say, if you're an opinionated type YouTuber, then you would have a little backbone and you would stand up and say, no, this is objectively wrong and that's objectively right. That's objectively good art and that's objectively bad art. Anyway, no one's getting Superman right anymore. I'm not God, okay? So I can't tell you 100% with the most absolute certainty that James Gunn's Superman's movie is going to be crap from bottom up. But I can tell you that as a human being with a functioning sense of reason and logic, I can look at the type of movies that James Gunn does. He's never done anything remotely Superman-like. That's not to say he couldn't, but he's never done anything like that. Chances are his Superman's going to be a big galoot, right? The big oaf, the big lovable oaf that people around him is like, you knucklehead or whatever. And every piece of news that comes out about him bears that out, right? The casting for Superman, whatever. I don't know anything about that actor, but he looks like a pretty good deal. The actress he got for Lois is apparently also starred in like some agenda ridden, was it an Amazon show or something, Maisel or whatever? I don't know. Never bothered watching it. That's not to say that she's necessarily going to be agenda ridden in this, but probably. In all of James Gunn's films, the love interest is always having to tell the hero, lead him around by the nose and give him what for, whether that's Gamora or the character that leaves the Crimson Bolt and whatnot in Super. I imagine it's the same thing in Suicide Squad. I won't watch that, but he's also bringing in superheroes. None of the big names, right? Because Warner Brothers probably won't let him do that because he wants to have their own films or whatever. But he's bringing in a bunch of sort of B-lister superheroes to be in Superman's universe. And if you look at James Gunn's films, all of his heroes need characters on an equal setting with him, like of equal power or of equal role to kind of make him look silly. So Star-Lord needs the other Guardians to kind of make him look eccentric and oafish. And that's not a bad thing for Star-Lord. Don't think I'm knocking something like Guardians of the Galaxy because it worked for a character like Star-Lord. When James Gunn has the right subject matter, it worked. But this is not it. This is not it. So it's going to be, and how you do that is you say, okay, well, but you said, Prof, you said there's a slightest chance. Yeah, okay. So what do? Do I just say it's going to be crap even though I know there's a slightest chance? No. I refuse to get on the bandwagon. I refuse to say, I'm cautiously optimistic, right? That's what people were saying about Ghostbusters Afterlife. I actually am going to be cautious. I'm going to know that it's going to be crap. If the slightest little chance, slither of hope of anything that it was actually good, it would have to prove to me. And that means that, gasp, you can't be there on opening night. Oh, I know you guys can't stand that. But no, you have some self-control. You live your life and you have some other things in your life besides YouTube media. And if the film's borne out and if enough people that I trusted told me it was agenda-free, then maybe you think about seeing it. But no, you know them by their fruit, and I know James Gunn's fruit. It's not bad fruit if it's the right context, but it's not the right fruit for Superman, that's for sure.